Hey guys, Andrew Strout here on the sideboard. I'm here with Stephen Mann, at-large competitor in the Players' Championship. Again, the very last at-large competitor.
Yep, barely got in.
So you got in, and now you get to play some Legacy. So we're here to talk about your Legacy deck tech, and you are playing Temur Delver. It says up top. Now this threat selection looks suspiciously like Blue-Red Delver.
What can I say? These are some good creatures, and they are in Temur colors.
Sure. So you're Delvering, you're Swift Spearing, you're Young Pyromancering. You only have 3 Young Pyromancers. So that might be the first tip off that something's a little different here.
Yeah, it's not your typical Temur deck. Basically, I'm conceding the fact that like Blue-Red is the better Delver deck. So we have the typical creatures here.
And then Tarmogoyf.
Yes, this is what makes it Temur.
So we're basically just Blue-Red Delver with Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, Blue-Red is a great deck. A lot of people play it. A lot of people play Lightning Bolt. This guy doesn't really care about a single Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
He'll take 2 cards out of your opponent's hand, and if you have a second Tarmogoyf, that's probably game. I was originally going to play 4 of this card, but then I decided, Young Pyromancer is better past, turns 2 or 3 than a Tarmogoyf. So I did a 3-3 split. I don't know if that's correct, but we'll see,
Okay.
Never played this deck before.
All right. And then going on through the deck, of course, Brainstorm and Ponder. It's a Delver deck.
Yeah.
We're all very surprised. 4 Probe, 4 Force of Will, 4 Treasure Cruise. Again, this is basically just the new normal.
Yeah, gotta play these cards when you're playing like a fish type deck like this, especially with Young Pyromancer. Probe is great.
And then your removal package: 4 Bolt, 6 Bolt, 4 Lightning Bolt, 2 Forked Bolt.
Yeah, you have to kill in this format. You have to kill Stoneforge Mystic, unfortunately. And these are the best for the job.
Okay. 2 Pyroblast main deck Pyroblast is no longer really worth raising eyebrows about, but
yeah, blue is the decided best color in Legacy. So
okay.
if your opponent's not playing blue and you draw one of these, you still probably have the advantage, honestly, because you're playing blue.
Sure. And then 2 days to round out the counter package. So that's 2 dazes, 4 Force of Wills, and then 2 Pyroblasts. That's the counter suite here?
Yes. I wasn't sure about cutting days. It's obviously really good. Lets you do your thing and stop your opponent from doing their thing. But it's not that great against Blue-Red Delver. It's not that great against, like, Jeskai Stoneblade, fair decks or whatever.
Okay.
And it's not that great when you don't have Wasteland, which I don't have in this. But I had to make some cuts for the Tarmogoyfs that I really wanted, so that's where they came.
And yeah, we'll just look at the mana base really quickly. Yeah, I was basically going to go through to look and say, hey, no Wastelands.
Yeah.
So 0 Wasteland, 0 Stifle. So I know that's kind of like the bread and butter of their old rug Delver, like the traditional Temur builds.
Yeah, I'm really sad to see those cards go. I love those cards, but this deck has proven that it is the better Delver deck, and you can't really play 16 lands with Wastelands.
So you're just trying to beat down.
And Wasteland is one of those cards, like you either play 4 or 0.
Sure.
So.
Okay. So what put you on this particular build?
Had a bad weekend at the Invitational with typical Temur Delver, Wasteland Stifle. I feel like the better your opponent is, the harder time you'll have with a Temur Delver deck.
Okay.
And obviously these guys are the best in the business, so I'm just gonna play this deck because it's been putting up the numbers, honestly.
Okay. So let's talk a little bit about your preparation. What kind of a metagame are you expecting in the Legacy portion of this tournament?
I'm expecting a large number of fair decks, if you include Miracles. I think a few people will play Miracles. A lot of people will play Delver. A lot of people will play Stoneforge Mystic, and those decks are all fair. Maybe a couple people play combo decks, but where like the Stifles and Wastelands are actually better.
Sure.
So deck like this without Wasteland against fair decks is where you want to be.
Okay. So you're just kind of hoping to get under the fair decks, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. We'll take a look at the sideboard. We start off with 2 Sulfuric Vortex,
It's a card I don't play much of, but it's fantastic against miracles, and we have some players in this championship that are likely to play miracles this weekend.
Okay. 4 blasts, 2 hydroblasts, and then actually going up to 4 pyroblasts.
Yeah, I just really don't want my opponent to resolve a treasure cruise. So, and it's also just great against like Brainstorm should they have a fetch land. Show and Tell, even the combo decks are relying on their blue cards, so this will come in against them.
All right. Hydroblast basically a concession to the blue-red X mirror.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty soft to like Price of Progress or Blood Moon, and this is the card to stop any of that.
2 Spell Pierce, so you can bolster your permission package post board pretty effectively.
Yeah, I didn't think many people would play combo, but just in case they do, I have these.
An Ancient Grudge and an Electrickery.
Yeah, I'll bring the Grudge in against a Stoneforge Mystic. It'll basically counter 2 Mystics. It's great that I have the green in the deck because now I don't have to play Smash the Smithereens. I have a great flashback card. Electrickery basically has Young Pyromancer's name all over it.
Okay.
Great against elves also.
All right. And then more Forked Bolts. That's your 3rd, I believe. You get 2 in the main.
Yeah.
And there's a Staticaster, kind of doing double duty with Electrickery and the Forked Bolt.
Yeah.
And then an Envelop.
Envelop for extra Show and Tell, Terminus, things like that.
Okay. Seems like you were pretty well prepared for small creatures.
Yeah, I wanted to beat Young Pyromancer and Elves and Delvers.
All right. And here's something you don't see every day: the sideboard Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's done this, but if like Young Pyromancer is obviously better against any deck not packing Lightning Bolt, and Tarmogoyf is better against Lightning Bolt decks. So I would probably just make that switch up to the 4th one in the main. Should I play against a red deck?
Okay.
Pithing Needle, probably going to name Sensei's Top and nothing else.
Fair enough. All right. So Temur Delver, the deck of choice. Again, this is a deck that you won a Standard Open this year with.
Yeah.
So it's a deck you have a lot of experience with, and looks like you updated it and gone the extra distance with it. So thanks for coming in and explaining it to us.
No problem.
Stick around. We've got plenty more coverage coming of the Players' Championship here in Roanoke.